Yeah. Good evening, children. Good evening, Blessy.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yeah. So as I had mentioned in the last class, today's revision on this chapter, volumes and surface areas. You can see the questions. Please start working. Take the first question, try it. I'll give you, say, about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll see the answer. And then we'll go to the next question. Yeah. So the first question, we need to find the volume of a sphere. What's the formula to find the volume of a sphere? Aragamai? Who can answer from the girls? Who can answer from the girls? Yes, Sahana. Is she right? Not because she's your friend. She's right. She's right. What's the formula? Repeat, Preno. Four by 3 pi r cubed cubic units. That's okay. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, please work the first one. You need to work like this. You must write surface area is equal to, write it fully. I'm just writing in short, 55.44. What is the formula to find the surface area? Surface area of a sphere. Yes, somebody from the boys. Now you can answer. 4? Perfect. 4 pi r square, huh? Yeah, very good. 4 pi r square. So surface area is given. So surface area is equal to 55.44. Surface area is given by the formula 4 pi r square is equal to 55.44. So this is an equation where r is unknown, correct? Because pi is 22 by 7. 4 is a constant. Pi is 22 by 7. So r is the only unknown here. So solve this equation and find the value of r. It's so simple, correct? Surface area is given. So 4 pi r square is equal to 55.44. Work this equation, solve and find the value of r. Once you find r, you can put it in the formula 4 by 3 pi r cubed and find the volume. That's all. Do it. You can write 55.44 in the next step as 5544 by 100 if you want to shift the decimal point. Yeah, what's up? What's the value of R? Good evening, Laksha and Hari Pranav.
Good evening.
Good evening, yeah. So, as informed earlier in the last class, today we are revising this chapter, volumes and surface areas. So on your screen, you can see 5 questions and we've just started the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. So Hari Pranav and Laksha, assuming that you just joined, I just want to repeat what I said. So in the first one, surface area of a sphere is given. Surface area is equal to 55.44. This is given. So surface area of a sphere is given by the formula 4 pi r square. So 4 pi r square is equal to 55.44. So working this, you can now you can shift the decimal point. 55.44 can be written as 5544 by 100 if you want. If you want to shift the decimal point. So you can work this. 4 into 22 by 7 into r square is equal to this one. So work this and find the value of r. Once you find the value of r, you can substitute r in the formula to find the volume of a sphere, 4 by 3 pi r cubed, and find the volume. So now tell me the value of r, children. Sorry? 1000? This is just a simple equation. You should know how to solve this. No, I think this is too long time to find the value of r, children. I'm not discouraging you, but this is really a long time to find r. Okay, let's do it together. I don't know why it's taking this long. So let me also understand if I'm wrong or right. So let's do it together. So surface area is 4 pi r square, right? So 4 pi r square is equal to 55.44, correct? Next step, you'll write 4 into 22 by 7 into r square is equal to 55.4. Or you can write, always shift the decimal point, that you feel more comfortable. So by 100, correct? This is not conversion. We are not converting meter square to centimeter. No. We are just shifting the decimal point. Correct? It's not unit conversion here. Okay, then what will you write? R square is equal to 5544 by 100 into 4 by 1 will become 1 by 4 here, and 22 by 7 will become 7 by 22. Correct? Now you can cancel in the tables of 22, or you can do 11. Okay, so 11 2s are, and 11 5s are 55. Be careful, 5s are 55, then 4 will come down. Not enough, so we should add a 0, and then 4 will come down. So 4s are 44. 11 4s are 44. So here you should check if you went wrong. It's 504, not 54. Okay, so 11 2s are 22, and 11 504 times, correct? Then again I can cancel. So 2 1s are 2 2s are 1 2 5 2. Okay, I can further cancel. 4 1s are 4 6 are 24. 1 remains. 4 3s are 12. That's it. That's all. So simplifying, we've been doing this at least from 6th standard. So I'm just writing what we are left with. 63 into 7 by 100. We are left with this one. Now, after this, what should you do? So again, we have learned this chapter, squares and square roots, last year. So you should not multiply. See, you can do it in different ways and get the answer. When you do it in a particular way, you're able to get the same answer in less time. So you choose that method. See, you will say, I did it like this, I got the same answer. I did it like this, I got the same answer. Fine. But the question is, how long did you take to get that correct answer? So if there is a method in which you can get the answer in 30 seconds, as against 3 minutes or 4 minutes, you get the answer in 3-4 minutes. But there is a method in which you can get the answer in 30 seconds. So 30 seconds is what you should choose, because in the exam, 3 minutes and 30 seconds make a lot of difference. Now it's the same because this is no exam. You have a lot of time till 9:30. You can do the sum till 9:30 also. Correct. But in the exam, 3-4 minutes really matter. You can answer 2 1-mark questions, or maybe 1-mark question in 3 minutes. So it matters when it is marks, it matters. Now, how to proceed is important. Do not multiply. Do not multiply. Then what should I do? Do this one. Break down the numbers into their factors. Break down the numbers into their factors. What is 63? 9 sevens are 63. What is 9? 3 threes are 9. You can do it in your mind. Or you can write 9 sevens are itself. Break down see, you can write 9 itself. I'm saying break down the numbers completely into their prime factors. So 63 in the mind, you do 7 9s are 63, and 9 is further 3 into 3. So what is 63? 63 is 3 into 3 into 7. And there's already one 7 in the numerator. Divided by 100. See, here we are not in 5th or 6th grade that you should use only prime factors. We are now in 9th standard. So we can use any factors. So 100, you can write it as 10 into 10. 10 is not a prime number. See, we have to get the answer. So we are not about, it's not about writing only prime factors. You can write 100 as 10 into 10. 10 into 10. So break down the numbers into their prime factors. So now what is R? R is equal to, from 3 threes, write 1 3. From 2 sevens, sorry, from 2 threes, I said 3 threes by mistake. From 2 threes, 1 3. R is equal to, R square in the next step becomes R. R is equal to, from 2 threes, 1 3 out. From 2 sevens, 1 7 out. From 2 tens, 1 10 out. So R is equal to 60, oh no. 7 3 is 21, 21 by 10, or 2.1, or 2.1. Yes or no? That's all it is. Now tell me which part of this you did not know. You know every part of this. We know every part of this. Nothing was new to you. I didn't teach you anything. Just that you've forgotten. So do not so what you get from this, out of this answer, is that you should not multiply. 63 into 7, don't do. If you do also, you will get the correct answer. That's a different thing, but don't do that. Break down. Whenever the equation is R square is equal to, R cubed is equal to, or a to the power 4 is equal to, do not multiply the numbers in the other side. Break down the numbers into their prime factors. So if it is R cubed on one side, then this side, from 3 equal factors, bring 1 out. If it is R cubed on one side, then on the other side, from 3 equal factors, if you have 2 into 2 into 2, 1 2 out. 3 into 3 into 3, 1 3 out. 10 into 10 into 10, 1 10 out. From 3 equal factors, you bring 1 out. So do not multiply. Break down the numbers into their factors or prime factors. Yeah, do this. Yeah, complete this. I'll wait for 5 minutes. Complete this.
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, volume is equal to 38.808 centimeter cube, Miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, correct. 38.808. Correct.
Okay, Miss.
Yeah. Did you do 4 by 3 pi r cubed or r square? You did r square, no? Yeah, show the question so that, sorry, Hari Pranav, you can continue at least. Yeah, yeah. Take the second one, Hari Pranav. Yeah, start with the second one. Yeah. Or if you got 38.808 volume, Sahana, for the first one. No? Oh. 4 by 3, what have we written? 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into, no, I'm asking for the first one. 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 2.1, right? Okay, we'll check that later. That should be 38.808. Okay. Yeah. So second question, a cuboidal box is to be covered using colored paper. How many square sheets of side 20 centimeters would be required for this purpose? How many square sheets of side 20 centimeters would be required for this purpose? Also find the total cost of the sheets at the rate of rupees 3.5 per sheet. So whenever we have to find a number, you know, we have to find the number of square sheets needed. Number is always volume by volume or area by area. Number, to find a number, it's always volume by volume or area by area. So here it is area here. Now you have to wrap the total surface area of the cuboidal box. So you have to find the total surface area for the cuboidal box. And for the square sheet, see, the box is a solid, while this the sheet of paper is a plain figure. It's a square sheet of paper. So for that area will be side into side. See, there are the two things in the question are one solid and one plain figure. The solid is the cuboidal box and the plain figure is the square sheet of paper. So you have to buy many. So there's a cuboidal box. You have to cover the total surface area of this box with many. It's not one big sheet you're going to buy. Okay, you have to buy many small square sheets. So you will keep sticking on the body of the box to wrap it, cover it completely. You will not overlap. All that is understood. You should not overlap. Then you cannot find out how much you will need. No overlapping. Understand, right? So those are the default conditions. If you're overlapping, like you're sticking one paper and then overlapping and sticking the other paper, then you cannot find out. Each one will need different amounts of paper. So the assumption is we don't overlap. We keep covering. Okay, it's understood. No overlaps. All right. So the numerator, no. One is a cuboidal box. The other is a square paper. So here it is area by area. Number of square sheets needed is equal to area by area. The total surface area of the cuboidal box divided by the area of the square paper. So numerator is 2 of LB plus BH plus LH divided by side into side. Area for the new area of the cuboidal box is 2 of LB plus BH plus LH divided by paper area is side into side. Why? It is L into B if it's a rectangle. It's a square, so side into side. That's all. Straight away divide. You'll get the number of square sheets. Okay. Okay, I've not divided. So anything is fine. I'm not saying I'm wrong here. So you can see here, because there is working, I've done it separately. So you can see here, the numerator is the TSA of the cuboidal box. You can see it here. And the denominator is the area of the square sheet of paper. So divide this answer. Divide this answer by this answer to get the number of sheets required. So 52 sheets you need. Oh, see, I've done the alternate solution also, because I normally straight away divide like this, but sometimes children, you know, may find this difficult. So I've done it both the ways for you. I prefer this method, doing it directly like this. This is what I was explaining. This is what I was explaining. So you can do directly like this. The two solutions are not different. They're the same. It's not an alternate method. The presentation is different. It's not a different procedure altogether. So you can do it in any one of the two ways, whichever is convenient for you. So 52 sheets. 52 sheets. And what's the cost? One sheet is 3 rupees 50 paise. So 52 sheets will be 52 into 3 rupees 50 paise. All right. Yeah, work children. Choose any one method and do it that way. If this is comfortable, please do it like this. Whichever. Got it? Understood? Any questions here, children? All right. Online children? Pranav, Blessy, and Laksha. Okay, so Aniruddhan, Swati, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Aniruddhan. How are you feeling, Aniruddhan? Your mom said you were not well to take up the last class.
Yes, ma'am. Now fine, ma'am.
Did I share the recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you were able to watch the recording in full?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Just make a note of it. Write it on, I don't know, like where you write your timetable, your daily timetable, but write it out somewhere so that you don't forget to watch it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Wherever you write your to-do list, there are always some tasks pending, no? We never are able to do everything as planned. So something is pending, make a list of all that so that it's in your mind. Every time you see that, it reminds you that you have to still do that. So otherwise you'll forget it. All right, this is over, all of you. Online students, is the second one over?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So Swati, where were we when you joined the meeting? In the second one or the first one?
We were discussing the solution for the second question, ma'am.
Okay, okay. And Anirudh, when did you join? First one or second one?
Ma'am, second one, ma'am.
Okay. All right, online children, done? Finished here, all of you? Okay. Yeah, this is the next question. Volume of the cylinder is given. Height is to radius is given. Find the curved surface area of the cylinder. You have found the height and radius? No? Okay, so what have you taken the height as 10x, right? And radius as 7x. Okay, so you've used the formula pi r square h is equal to 41580, correct? Okay, if you're wrong, then pi r square, what is r square? Huh? Yeah. So what is it? Have you taken 49x square or 7x square? 7x square. That's where you're wrong. That's what it is. So volume is equal to 41580. 1 by 3. Oh, sorry. This is cylinder, right? So pi r square h is equal to 41580. Pi is 22 by 7 into r square. R is 7x. So 7x the whole square into h. H is 10x. 10x is equal to 41580. So 22 by 7. You should not cancel the 7 and 7. You cannot cancel. You'll have to square it first. You have to first square it. So into 49, 7x into 7x. 7x into 7x is 49x square. So 49x square into 10x is equal to 41580. So now x square into x will be x cubed. X square into x will be x cubed. Now these numbers you should cancel. So x cubed is equal to 41580 divided by 22 and 7 and 10. So this is after simplifying. I'll simplify here. So 11 2s are 22. 11 3780. Then 2 1s are 1890. Before that, you can cancel the 0 and 0. So after simplifying, we get x cube is 27. Everything is cancelled and x cube is 27. Done, children? Finished here? So how should you work this? Volume is given. So volume is equal to 41580 is given to you. Volume is equal to 41580 is given to you. Pi r square h. Pi is 22 by 7 into r square. R is 7x. So 7x into 7x is 49x square. Or I have written 7x into 7x itself. Okay, or if you're writing, you're squaring and writing it as 49x square. 7x into 7x is 49x square. Into height 10x is equal to 41580. Then on simplifying, so this one is 7 times, and I told you x square into x is x cubed, and all the numbers will come to the other side for division. Divided by 22 will come down, 7 will come down, 10 will come down. So on cancelling, you get x cube is equal to 27. On simplifying, always use the tables of 11, because when you have 22 in the denominator, it will there will be some number in the numerator divisible by 11. Whenever there is pi involved in the calculation, pi 22 by 7. So, and when we have this 22 in the denominator, there will be a number mostly there will be a number in the numerator that's divisible by 11 or 22 itself, or at least 11. So try that. So you can simplify. X cube is 27. So x is equal to cube root of 27. 3. Once you get once you get x, then you can find h and r, and then find the curved surface area 2 pi r h. Very easy. Yes or no? It's not difficult. There's nothing to remember. Just the formula you have to remember. And if you're asked to find the curved surface area, directly you cannot write, like you should not. The question is normally we are like, okay, find the CSA of the cylinder. So immediately you should not write CSA is equal to 2 pi RH and think how to do. We don't know the radius and height. So you cannot write this formula and wait and think how to do. The question is to find the CSA of the cylinder, correct? To find the CSA of the cylinder, the formula is 2 pi RH. Do you know the values of R and H? No. Then we have to first find R and H. Then we have to write the CSA is 2 pi RH. As soon as we read the question, we should not write CSA is equal to 2 pi RH and, like think as to how to do. We don't know R and H. So we have to, that is why this information is given. Why do you think they're giving the volume of the cylinder to find the CSA of the cylinder? To find the CSA, what should they give you? Radius and height. To find the CSA of the cylinder, they should give you the values of R and H so that you can put it in 2 pi RH and find. Then why are they giving you volume? Because they're not given radius and height. So you should use this information to find radius and height. Volume information is given for you to find the radius and height. So you should use that information, find radius and height, and then find the CS. X is equal to what? 4. So length, breadth and height 32.
20 and 16, ma'am.
Very good, correct. So here also Abhishek has got it. Swati is also right. The question is only to find the dimensions of the cube. So L into B into H, 8x into 5x into 4x. 8, 5 and 4 will go down for division. X into X into X is X cubed. Correct? Right. Leslie finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aniruddhan?
Going to complete, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Find the weight of a lead pipe 3.5 meters long. See, it's a very simple question, just that you have to understand the question correctly. Find the weight of a lead pipe. Now, what is given in the end? 1 cubic centimeter of lead weighs 11 grams. That's what is given, 11 grams. That's what is given in the end. See it? 1 cubic centimeter of lead weighs 11 grams. 1 cubic centimeter means 1 centimeter cubed of lead weighs 11 grams. 1 centimeter cube weighs 11 grams. So how many centimeter cube is there in this wood pipe, in this lead pipe is what you have to find. Lead is a material, right? Is lead a metal or non-metal? Is lead a metal or non-metal? Is lead a metal or non-metal? It's a metal? No, I don't know. I'm a commerce student. Okay, online students, is lead a metal or non-metal? Why is the class observing silence? Online students? Huh?
It's a metal, ma'am.
It's a metal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I think it's the only metal which is not so hard, right? If I'm not wrong. It's only metal because metals are very hard. Metals are hard. This is the only metal that's you can break easily. I think it's a soft metal or something it's called. Yeah, okay. Okay, so 1 centimeter cube of lead weighs 11 grams. So they've given like I always tell you, the fruit seller or the stationer says 1 notebook is 11 rupees. So like that 1 centimeter cube is 11 grams. So now you have to find how many centimeter cube of lead is there in this pipe. That means you should find the volume of the pipe. If you want to find how many centimeter cube, shouldn't you find volume? Will you find area? No, because centimeter cube is a unit for volume, not area. 1 centimeter cube, 11 grams. So you should find how much centimeter cube of lead is there in this particular pipe, this lead pipe. So what are the values given for the lead pipe? External long, 3.5 meters long. That means that's a height, 3.5 meters. Okay. It's a cylinder, children. Pipe meaning cylindrical. Pipe is cylindrical. And the other thing is, whenever they say pipe, mostly it will have two radius. The wall will be thick, there'll be two radius, internal and external. Let's read to understand that. If the external diameter, so capital D, is 2.4 centimeters. So what's the value of capital R? 1.2 centimeters. Yes or no? And the thickness of the lead, yeah, the wall is thick. The thickness of the lead is 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters. So what we can do is we can convert everything to millimeters also. I don't know how you can do it anyways. Okay, I've converted everything to centimeters. So let me explain. You can convert it to any unit. I saw because I don't want to explain in millimeter and then show you the answer in centimeter. That's why I saw. You can actually convert it to any unit. So now the thickness of the lead is 2 millimeters. So 2 millimeters, how many centimeters? 2 by 10 centimeter. Millimeter, centimeter, should divide by 10. So it is 0.2 centimeters. So that means 3.5 meters means what? 3.5 into 100 centimeters. So 350 centimeters. See, the point is you should have all the values in the same unit. That same unit can be meter, centimeter, millimeter, anything, but same unit. So one reason I can give why I have everything in centimeter is because it's given 1 centimeter cube, no, is equal to 11 grams for that. But even if you find it in millimeter cube, you can convert that to centimeter cube. Supposing you find the volume in millimeter cube, you can always convert it to centimeter cube. So height is 3.5 meters, correct? All if you focus, height is what? 3.5 meters, correct? Into 100 will convert that to centimeter, so 350 centimeter. External diameter is 2.4. So external radius is 1.2. Thickness is 2 millimeter. Convert that to centimeter by 10, 0.2 centimeter. So then what is the internal radius? External radius minus the thickness. Internal radius. This is the external radius. This is the external radius. Minus this thickness, minus this one will be the internal radius. See, what is the external radius made up of? We've already done this earlier, children. Please don't look at me like as if you're teaching this for the first time. We've seen this earlier. Okay, so this is the internal radius. This is the internal radius, small r. This is the thickness, W. Now, what is internal radius plus W? It's external radius. So from the external radius, see, this is the external radius. This is the external radius, yes or no? From that, if you subtract W, that's the internal radius. So if everything is difficult for you, you should write like this. Internal radius plus the thickness is equal to external radius. What is internal? What is the internal radius? We don't know. Plus the thickness 0.2 is equal to the external radius 1.2. So R is equal to 1.2 minus 0.2, which is 1. R is equal to 1 centimeter. Please learn this. I don't want you to see like as if you're hearing it for the first time. R is equal, so small r is equal to capital R. 1.2 minus the thickness 0.2, which is 1 centimeter. So we have all the values. What's the formula to find the volume of a lead pipe? Volume of this hollow pipe? What's the formula to find the volume of a cylinder?
Miss 2 pi r h, miss.
Hari Pranav, is it? Was it Hari Pranav?
Yes, miss.
Not 2 pi RH.
Miss pi r square h, miss.
Pi r square h. Now this is a hollow cylinder. So that r square will come 2 times, that's all. See, pi r square h, no? For this one, the formula will be pi r square, you should put it 2 times, r square minus r square into h, that's all. This is the formula, pi r square minus r square into h. Pi r square h is the formula to find the volume of a cylinder. Here it will be pi r square minus r square into h. So you can see the same thing here. So I found the volume, and then 1 centimeter cube weighs 11 grams. Then 484 centimeter cube will weigh 484 into 11. Like one notebook is 11 rupees. 484 notebooks will be 484 into 11 rupees. The same way, 1 centimeter cube is 11 grams. So 484 centimeter cube will be 484 into 11 grams. So we get 5324 grams. Convert that to kilograms by dividing by 1000. So 5.324 kilograms. Right on. Done, children? Online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what is given is 1 centimeter cube of lead. 1 centimeter cube, there itself it means volume. 1 centimeter square means area. 1 centimeter cube directly it's volume because cubic units. 1 centimeter cube has a weight of 11 grams is given. So it is understood that from the information you should find the volume of that lead pipe. And since there are 2 radii, the formula to find the lead pipe, so it is cylindrical. And moreover, the radius and height is given, so it is cylindrical. Radius and height is given, so it is cylindrical. Lead pipe, pipe is cylindrical. And there are 2 radii. So the formula to find the volume is pi bracket r square minus r square close bracket h. That's all the values are given. Everything is given. Just write that formula, substitute the values. But what we have to take care is all the values must be in the same unit. That's all it is. Now, supposing you find this answer in, say, millimeter cube. Okay, you get, so you have converted everything to millimeters. We'll just assume that you've converted the height, radius, everything to millimeter. Then you will get the answer as volume is equal to 48 for the same situation, millimeter centimeter, right? So like this you'll get. You'll get like this. Volume is equal to so much millimeter cube, you'll say, you will get. So how will you convert millimeter cube to centimeter cube? Millimeter, centimeter, correct? So to convert millimeter to centimeter, you should divide by 10. Should divide by 10. To convert millimeter to centimeter, you should divide by 10. So to convert millimeter cube to centimeter cube, you should divide by 10. 3 times. Very good, Prenu. Thank you. 3 times you should do that. That's all. Because millimeter cube to centimeter cube. I'm saying, supposing you converted the height to millimeters, radius and everything to millimeter, then your answer, volume answer will be in millimeter cube. To that you cannot multiply 11 grams. To that you cannot multiply 11 grams because 1 centimeter cube has a weight of 11 grams. So you should find that volume in centimeter cube. You found in millimeter cube, that's okay. You can find the answer in any unit. That answer you can convert it to the required unit. Supposing you want the answer in centimeter cube, doesn't mean that from the beginning itself you should work with centimeter. You work with any unit. Millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, whatever unit you work, you want to work. So you finally get the answer here in this case in millimeter cube. But it should be converted to centimeter cube. So do the division or multiplication and convert. That's all. One step conversion you should do. So here we have to convert millimeter to centimeter. Millimeter cube to centimeter cube. So millimeter to centimeter should divide by 10. But this is millimeter cube to centimeter cube. So do that 3 times. Divide by 10 3 times. So divided by 10 into 10 into 10. So zeros. And you'll get 484. It's converted to centimeter cube. That's all. Yeah, this is the first question. Okay, this is the next question. One and two you can answer. Third one, maybe we'll do together. Next class we'll be doing statistics. One class I'll finish statistics because I have a presentation in. Are you seeing like that? Yeah. So mostly mostly one class enough to finish statistics. So I'll be explaining and then I'll share the material. You can complete it at home. All right. So next class is statistics. Yeah, what's the radius of the cone? 12. Not it found? Very good. Correct, Sahana. 12. 12 meters. Yeah, continue. Find the surface area, curved surface area. What's the formula, Sahana, to find the curved surface area? உங்க ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கு எல்லா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்க்கும் ஒரு நிக் நேம் வச்சிருங்க. அதெல்லாம் அந்த ஃபார்முலா பேரா வச்சிருங்க. ரோஷினி பார்த்தா பையாரல்னு கூப்பிடுங்க. ஒருத்தருக்கும் ஒரு ஃபார்முலா பேரா வச்சா எவ்ளோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் எல்லார் பேரும் ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். இல்லையா? We know so many people, no? So on television, we know so many people we know. We never get confused with their names, right? In your build apartment, school, teacher's name, all through your school, you've been having different teachers. So everybody's name, you don't forget. அது மாதிரி தான் ஃபார்முலா அது அப்படி பார்த்தா ஃபார்முலா கம்மி தான் இருக்கு. எல்லா ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கும் ஒரு ஃபார்முலா பேரா வச்சுட்டு நீங்க நாளைக்கு கிளாஸ்ல வந்து அந்த ஃபார்முலா வச்சு அவங்களை கூப்பிடுங்க. அப்போ ஈஸியா மெமரைஸ் பண்ணலாம். Pi RL, curved surface area of a cone is equal to pi RL. So how do you find L? L is not known. R you found 12. H is 9. Yeah, L square is equal to H square plus R square. Correct. L square is equal to H square plus R square. Okay. So now the third subdivision is find the area of the canvas required to make the tent if 10% of the canvas used is wasted in folds, stitching, etc. That means now what is the area of the canvas? Okay, 1 minute. Now the desired radius and height of the cone, the desired radius is 12 meters, and the desired height is 9 meters. So these are the desired values for the cone. Radius should be 12 meters, height should be 9 meters. So for this, you should purchase so much of material, 180 pi material. 180 pi meter square of material you should buy. Because you can see here, we have calculated CSA using the formula pi RL. So for this radius and for this slant height. So for this perpendicular height, you understand? So for this radius and for this slant height, or for this perpendicular height, 9 meters. Okay, so for the given radius and height, so much of cloth is needed. If you buy exactly this much, and if 10% is wasted, you will be able to make a cone, but you will not get the desired radius of 12 meters and height 9 meters. You will not get the desired radius and height. That's what it is. So you should make provision for the wastage. So you must buy a little more, so that after the wastage, you have exactly 180 pi, which will go to make the curved surface area of the cone, and which will have a radius of 12 meters and height of 9 meters. Remember that 180 pi meter square of material should be on the CSA of the cone. The curved surface area of the tent is 180 pi. This much, area of cloth should be present in the curved surface area. This much cloth should be in the CSA. Only then you can have a radius and height of 12 and 9 meters respectively. If you buy exactly 180 pi, 10% will be wasted. You can make a cone, but you will not get this radius and height. Maybe if you can get the height, the radius you will not get. Or if you get the radius, height you will not get. So you will not get the desired radius and height. So you should make provision for the wastage. So we'll assume that we purchase X meter square. You should not say that I purchased 180 pi and 10% on that is wasted. Then how will you get the tent of 12 meters and 9 meters? So you cannot buy 180 pi. You should buy more. You must buy more. So let's assume that we buy X meter square of canvas. Now from X, how much is wasted? 10. See, you buy some amount. On that 10% is wasted. You buy X. 10% of that X is wasted. See, when you buy, this number. Okay, let me not go back there. So when you buy X meters, when you buy X meter square of cloth and start making the tent, 10% of that X which you purchase is wasted. The remaining is used. The remaining used material, where is it now? It is in the curved surface area of the tent. Now you'll think, why is she saying only CSA? Why not TSA? Because in a tent, the material is only used to make the curved surface area. The floor of the tent is not, the cloth is not used to make the floor of the tent. When you put up a tent, so normally this canvas material is used to put up the tent. All right. This material is used to make only the conical curved surface area of the tent. The floor is just the ground. However, the floor is left like that. They don't cut the cone, they don't cut the canvas in a circular shape and put it on the ground. It's not like that. You probably use your chair or your floor mat or something and you sit on you sit inside the tent. The canvas is not cut in a circular form and put on the floor of the tent. So whenever we put up a tent, use a conical tent. Whenever we put up a conical tent using any material, so here canvas, that material is used to make only the curved surface area of the tent, not the total surface area. Because the floor of the tent, the circular floor of the tent is not going to be covered with canvas. So where is canvas used? Only for CSA. That's why we are talking about, so material you will buy only to make the CSA of the tent. That's why we are talking about the CSA. So in the market you buy X meter square, 10% of X is wasted. Then where is the remaining used? The remaining which is used, you can see it in the CSA of the tent. That is the equation. So you should write that. You buy X meters minus the wastage 10% of X. The remaining is in the CSA of the tent. That's what is the meaning of the equation. When you write this equation, you should tell in your mind, okay, I purchase X from the market. Wastage, so you should subtract. Minus 10% of what I purchased is wasted. Now this remainder, X minus 10% of X, that remainder, see, like if there are 10 chocolates and you eat 2 of it, what is the remainder? This one is a remainder, right? 10, see, there are 10 and you eat 2. What is 10 minus 2? This one. This is 8, which is the remainder, which is in the box. It is in the box. Similarly, you buy X minus 10% of X is wasted. What is this answer equal to then? The remaining material. Where is it? It is in the CSA. CSA of the tent. That is the equation. If you write this equation, it becomes very easy. So that's what I've written here. So I buy X minus 10% of X means 10 by 100 into X. Correct? That is 10X by 100 is equal to 180 pi. 180 pi. So then take the LCM. X minus 10X by 100. The 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. Then 10 is the LCM. So you'll get 10X minus X. 10X minus X. Maybe we can include that step for clarity. So here you can, this 0 and 0 gets cancelled. So here you will get 10 is the common denominator. So 10X minus X is equal to 180 pi. Okay, so you get 10X minus X is 9X. You can put this X here. 9X pi 10 is equal to 180 pi. X is equal to 180 pi into 9 by 10 will become 10 by 9 on the other side. 9 by 10 will become 10 by 9 on the other sides. So 9 ones are 9 twos are 20. So 200 pi. 200 pi. Then I've used the value of pi. After that, I've used the value of pi. You can see that area of canvas needed to make the tent is equal to. I've used the value of pi later. Yeah, start working, children. Finish this one, online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
So the first part was easy, finding the radius of the cone. Second part, find the CSA. To find the CSA, you should find the slant height. Using H and R, you should find the slant height. The third part is how much should you buy from the market? How much of canvas should you buy from the market? That is not 180 pi. 180 pi, if you buy, then 10% will be wasted. So that is not the answer. You should buy more than 180 pi you should buy. So you buy X minus 10% of X is wasted. So X minus 10% of X is equal to the remainder. Where is the remainder? It's in the CSA of the tent, is equal to CSA. This is the equation. So you must substitute in this and find the value of X. And that X is, that's what we are buying. Let X meter square of canvas be purchased, right? So X is what you're buying. So 200 pi. So what is 200 pi? You should not leave your answer with 200 pi. So 200 into 22 by 7. Okay. So here also, actually, I should have found 185 curved surface area of the cone. No, because I've asked us to find the CSA. You cannot leave it like this. Now it's okay, but you should not leave it like this. 185. You should find the value. Because there is a question like that. Find the CSA of the cone. So 180 into 22 by 7. But when you're again working here, you know, okay, this is another important thing. For further calculation, always use the fraction. Don't use a decimal value. Now let us find actually what is 180 into 22 by 7. 180 into 22 by 7. If you get the decimal value, 180 into 22 divided by 7. Decimal values non-repeating. So 565.71428, it goes on like that. Okay. So not non-repeating, it's non-terminating. Okay. It's non-terminating, but repeating, but it's non-terminating. So now this 565.7142. For further calculation, you should, let me just do it. See here. CSA is equal to 180 pi. So that is 180 into 22 by 7. So 180 into 22 is 3960 by 7 is equal to 565.71. Probably we stop with this, no? So meter square you will say. Now in your next part of the answer, X minus 10% of X is equal to, don't write this one. Don't write 565.71 because that's an approximate value. If that's the actual value, you can take it. I'm not saying don't take decimals. If that's the exact value, you can take it. If it is exactly 565.71, then you take it, you will get the correct answer. But that's not an exact value, that's an approximation, right? But what is exact? What is the exact value? The exact value is 39. The exact value is 3960 by 7. You can use this one for further calculation. So whenever you have to use a value for further calculation, do not use a decimal value. If the decimal value is the precise value, like 5.5. So 5.5 was earlier 11 by 2. 11 by 2 is 5.5. Then you can use 5.5 because it's exactly 5.5. Such values can be used for further calculation. But values like this, don't use that one. Use its fraction form, which is 3960 by 7. Then only you'll get the exact answer. Am I clear? Always. You can use a fraction. So now don't think, okay, maybe for this answer, we should take 180 pi first and then only use 22 by 7. See, when I work this, I'm in a particular state of mind, so I do it like that. Now, how will you know that this answer in the exam, this question, if you get in the exam, you should work it like this. So you may probably do it like this. So you will get this answer straight away. 4400 by 7. You will get that answer directly. I've used 180 pi here, right? This one. You can also use this 3960 by 7 directly here. 3960 by 7. So then you will get the chances straight away. 4400 by 7 and this one. Yeah. So again, the question is how many? How many means either it is volume by volume or area by area. So do it. How many means always volume by volume or area by area. Do it. Yeah, what's the answer? finished? Okay. No, again, it doesn't take this long, so we'll not spend time. So see here, how many, somebody's on the verge of completing? Okay, how many cylindrical bottles are required to empty the liquid in a hemispherical bowl of diameter 72 centimeters if the radius and the height of the cylinder given to you? So what did I say? How do you find the number of bottles? It's the number of bottles is equal to volume of the big one. Which is the bigger one here? Hemispherical bowl. Volume of the hemispherical bowl. Volume of the hemispherical bowl divided by volume of one cylindrical bottle. One cylindrical bottle. Perfect. Very good. So what's the volume? How do you find the volume of a hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cubed divided by one cylindrical bottle is pi r square h. But r is different in both, no? So maybe you can use a capital R here. But for pi, don't put pi 1 and pi 2. Pi is the same, so you can cancel pi. R is some value. Radius will be different for different solids. So that you have to differentiate. But pi is the same, so you can cancel pi. Correct? Yes or no? So this is nothing but 2 into, what is R for the hemisphere? 36. So 36, 3 times I should write 36, 36, 36. Only divided by the 3 will come to the denominator. Into the 3 will come down into what is R square? What is R for the cylinder? 3 R square H 6. That's all. This calculation is the answer. That's what I said. You should not take this long. So now don't ask me, you've written capacity. It's the same. Capacity of the hemisphere or volume, both are the same. Capacity, volume, whatever.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, 27 you have given as diameter, no, ma'am. Sir, 72,
27.
ma'am. 72, ma'am. 72, ma'am.
Oh yeah, by mistake I've written here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll correct it. Radius is 36. Yeah, I've substituted correctly, but by mistake I've written. Yeah, thank you. I'll correct that. All right. Capacity, volume, anything you can write. Done?
Finished, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll just do this orally. I'll share this with you on WhatsApp. Sorry? No, no, no. This one we have already done, na? No, no. Polynomials, we completed the chapter. Oh, you remember? Ah, okay. You sure? That's great. Okay. No, I don't think. Okay, okay. Actually, I have not done, but it's okay. Let me check and do it in the next class. Okay. Okay, then we'll do one thing. I have to again open all the files and see. Then we'll better continue. Yeah, children, this is the next question. A solid cube of edge 22 centimeters, cube 22 centimeters edge, is melted and recast into identical spheres of diameter 2 centimeters. Find the number of spheres formed. Oh, cold? Oh. Mhm. Louder. Yeah, 2000. Very good. I think it's right. Very good. Very good. Yeah, Sahana here has got the answer. Online students. How do you work it like this? Number is equal to, whenever we have to find a number, it's volume by volume. See, why volume by volume? Why not area by area? Because when one solid is melted and recast into, one or more other solids, their volumes only will be the same. So here this cube is melted. It's melted and recast into many identical spheres. Then the volume of all the spheres will be equal to volume of the cube. The number. So whenever we're finding a number, it's always volume by volume or area by area. So here it is. Number of spheres is equal to volume of the cube by the volume of each sphere. So a cube by 4 by 3 pi r cube. This 3 and 7 will go up to the numerator. 3 and 7, they'll come up to the numerator here. On cancelling, we get 2541. Very good. All right. See this one. A spherical ball of radius 7 centimeters is melted and drawn into a wire of radius 0.1 centimeters. Find the length of the wire obtained. So here the two solids are one spherical ball and the other is a wire. A wire, for the wire they've given the radius. That means there is something circular. Radius is there, so it's circular. Then if it's a wire and with circular faces, then what is it? It's a cylinder. So wire is a cylinder, just that it's very flexible. You can even roll and keep the wire. So it's a flexible cylinder, that's all. It's a cylinder which you can bend also. It's not a solid cylinder, you can even bend it, but it's a cylinder. So the spherical ball is melted and made into thin, long wire. Thin and long wire. So the volumes will be the same. Volume of the sphere is equal to the volume of the cylinder. That's all. Here it's not number. It is not number. Don't divide volume by volume. They're not asking any number here. The spherical ball is melted and converted to a wire. What is the length of the wire? Meaning, what is the height of the wire? For wire, we cannot say height, no? So length of the wire. For cylinder, we say height of the cylinder. But since the cylinder here is a wire, it's long, we won't say height of the wire, we say length of the wire. There's nothing but the height of the cylinder. So the volumes will be the same. You can see this one, right? Pi r square h is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed. Work this and find the value of h. I think I have one more to finish. This one, I'll share it on WhatsApp. This one is similar. This one is a spherical shell. Let's see how you do it. No, we haven't finished this one, children. I'm just talking about the next one. See this question for a hollow spherical shell. Hollow spherical shell, spherical shell. Diameter is 12 centimeters. Width is 1.5 centimeters. That is like the coconut. We were talking about the coconut. No, a coconut is a hollow spherical shell. Okay, it's a spherical shell. It's a hollow sphere or a spherical shell. Coconut. Small d is 12. W is 1.5. Find the mass of the shell. If 1 centimeter cube has a mass of 8.4 grams. 1 centimeter cube, 8.4 grams. So you should find how much centimeter cube is there in this spherical shell. So what will be the formula to find the volume of the spherical shell? What is the formula to find the volume of a sphere? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here it will be 4 by 3 pi. That's all. This is the formula. 4 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. Now, the diameter, small d is given 12. So what is small r? 6. When small d is used, that means it is the internal diameter or the inner diameter. If it is capital D, outer diameter. The small d is 12. So the small r is 6. What is the width? 1.5. So what is capital R? 6 plus 1.5, 7.5. To the diameter, don't add or subtract anything. To the radius. The inner radius is 6. The thickness is 1.5. So this is the external radius. 6 plus 1.5, which is 7.5. The internal radius plus the thickness will be the external radius. It's always this one only. There is a wall, no? So from here to here is the inner radius. This is the thickness. So the inner radius and the thickness together will give you the outer radius. Observe the values carefully here. Diameter is 12. So inner diameter. So the inner radius is 6. Thickness is 1.5. So the external radius is equal to internal radius plus the thickness. Volume is equal to external volume minus internal volume. See, you can write this formula straight away, children. If you want, you can write these two, or you can directly write this formula. 4 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. You can write this straight away. Substitute the values. And on working, this is what you get. 1 centimeter cube, 8.4 grams. Then so many centimeter cube will be whatever is here into 8.4. This one into 8.4 will be the mass. So into 8.4, it's divisible. 7 ones are 7, 1.2 times. And the answer is in grams. So divide by 1000 and convert it to kilograms. And the question is to find the mass. So it's not important that you should find the decimal value for this. The answer is to find the mass. So that mass should be in the right form. In between, whatever answers you find, you can leave as fractions. If that is a question, then you should find the decimal. The question is only one, find the mass. So this answer should be in the correct form. In between the answers you get, you can leave as fractions. You don't have to find the decimal value. So this is the volume. 1 centimeter cube, 8.4 grams. So 6039 by 7 centimeter cube will be how many grams? So it will be 6039 by 7 into 8.4. Into 8.4. So on cancelling, you get so many grams. Divide by 1000 to convert it to kilograms. And that's what is work there. So see, it is so simple. From this, you can make out, you have to find volume. 1 centimeter cube. So you'll have to find volume. And you should know volume formula. What, nothing else. See, volume formula we wrote, we substituted the values. And you should know how to find the values here. Meaning, when the internal radius and the thickness is given. How to find the external radius? Internal radius plus the thickness. So you can tell yourself that it's not at all difficult. It's all formula based. You should know the formula well. And certain simple things like this. And in the cone, you need to remember L square is equal to H square plus R square. Simple things like this you'll have to remember. And then how to convert, supposing the areas in centimeter square and you have to convert it to meter square. All those conversions you need to know. Tell me this one. We saw this in one of the classes. No? How much is 1 meter cube in liters? 1 kiloliter. Very good. 1 meter cubed is equal to 1 kiloliter or 1000 liters. What's the other one? Between centimeter cubed and liters? Huh? So all this we should remember. 1 meter cube is 1 kiloliter. So this Prenu told us. Then the other one is 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. 1 meter cubed is equal to 1000 liters. 1000 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 liter. Equal to 1 liter. 1 liter is 1000 centimeter cubed. 1000 liters is 1 meter cubed. We have seen this in one of the classes, right? Okay, I'll share these two images. The fourth one and the fifth one we have to complete. Okay, I'll share the images. You can complete it by the next class. All right. All right, online students. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You can leave the call. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, children. Yeah, thank you, children.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, thank you, children. Good night.